All right, good evening, RFCL faithful. Today we have a great matchup between UConn and Jacksonville State.
So I'm Bucky. I'm here with with Barack, backcasting again. Audio might be a little bit messed up, but we're here. UConn, Jax State, going to be a good game, I would say. Two ranked teams.
Yeah, two ranked teams that have started out not as good as they were hoping. Jacksonville State and UConn both starting at 1-1. Uh, how are you thinking about this matchup there, Bucky?
Yeah, both coming off of losses next season. UConn to the expansion team Space Force, a surprise in the league, and Jax State coming off of a very winnable game against NW Mo, but they couldn't pull that one out because of a pick six and a game-winning field goal. Jax State's offense, I think, has looked better throughout the season than UConn, so I think Jax State is going to get the win here.
All right, let's go ahead and get some interviews. We're going to start with UConn. All right, UConn, Coach Pars, how are we feeling about today's matchup?
I'm feeling great. I had no idea that we were live. All right, let's get some energy in here. Yeah, we're feeling good. 4-0 against this team. Obviously, new coordinators, new team, but we're feeling good coming in this game. I think it's a game that we can get back on the board, back on the good side, and see how it goes.
All right.
Coach Beaver, in a year with offenses being really down, George Weasley hasn't looked as good as he has in past seasons. How do you expect to get him going in this game against Jax State?
It's things we're going to get together. We were thrown off last week. Things kind of went off script, per se. We have the right things done to be prepared for this game. I'm not going to say much more than that.
All right, Rock, got any more questions for anybody?
All right, so I actually have one here for Coach Daddy. So, Coach Daddy, going into playing some defense here, what is your strategy going in? I mean, Jacksonville State's usually got a decent offense. How are you looking to shut that down tonight?
Yeah, usually have a pretty decent offense. The way to win games is to keep them out of the end zone. So, we're just going to do that.
All right, I got nothing else, Bucky.
I got nothing else here. That's a pretty good answer.
All right, have a good one, gentlemen. Wish you luck.
Appreciate it.
See y'all.
Touchdown on it, but yeah, because he gave it.
All right,
Yeah.
Jacksonville State, Coach Gage, Coach Parker, how are we feeling tonight?
We feel really good, to be honest with you. We played a hell of a game last week. It just didn't work out for us. They ended up getting the win off the late pick six, and then we put together a hell of a drive to go down and score to tie the game. And then they just drove 30 yards and kicked a field goal. So we played really good. Nothing that we need to be upset about. So we're just going to continue rocking and rolling tonight, and we'll be good.
All right, Coach Bucky.
Coach Parker, last week, obviously a pretty good game for your offense, other than the pick six that sent y'all's team into a loss. But how do you expect, or what's y'all's offensive game plan going into this game against this pretty stout defense?
I mean, we definitely want to establish the run a lot more. I wasn't here last week out with a sickness, so we weren't really able to establish our game plan as much throughout the week, just with me being out of the office and dealing with some stuff. So this week we really grinded out what we want on certain situations. We have a lot more, I think, plays set up for certain situations that we want to establish early and make Hoffman feel comfortable in situations, but still like pounding the run game. I think controlling the clock is going to be our biggest thing going into today's game. I mean, I know Gage has told me we're 0-4 against UConn, but they've never beat me. They've never played against my offense, so we're going to look to change things up.
All right. Coach Gage, I see that you're wearing the Pit Vipers tonight. It looks like you're dealing with a very blinding screen. You think you're going to be okay with it?
Yeah, I'll be good.
All right. Thank you, gents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good luck, you guys.
Oh, I shared the wrong screen.
Orf said I'm pretty quiet. Maybe like turn me up in Discord. I'm not really sure. That's what I was saying. Like on stream I sound very quiet, but in Discord I don't. I don't know what it is.
We're gonna try that.
Alrighty.
All right.
We're here. Looks like, I don't know who won the toss. We'll see in a second. Looks like Jax State won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. How do you feel about this matchup, Barack? Who do you think is going to win?
I mean, honestly, I kind of think it's UConn's game to lose. They have the history here. They haven't really been able to figure out too much on offense. I'm really looking to see them put on some serious hurt onto this Jax State defense.
Yeah, as Coach Parr said, UConn 4-0 has never lost to Jax State in their existence. But Jax State looking to put an end to that notion and get their first win against UConn ever.
This is true. I mean, looking to get that first win is always hard, but honestly, this is the season of upsets. I genuinely could see it going either way, and Jacksonville State has a good coaching staff, and we'll see what happens.
As the first play goes for a loss of 2, Michael Taylor, I believe that was the running back there, could not get anywhere on the HB. Looks like an HB. I don't know. It was an outside run. Couldn't go anywhere. 2nd and 12. Loss of 2. Not a good start for Jax State.
Yeah, it's not. Looks like it's going to be the battle of the neck pads. I ended up seeing one of the UConn defensemen also having a neck pad. Same thing as Michael Taylor. So we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, 2nd and 12. Jax State still got Michael Taylor in the backfield. Looks like the same formation. Going to be sent back to pass. Hoffman trying to find someone downfield. He finds someone. It's going to be caught by number 2. He breaks a tackle down to about the 48-yard line. Camden Robertson, 25-yard reception. Easy first down for Jax State, and that's exactly what they needed there. Hoffman starts off the day with a completion.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like they're going to be starting to get their quarterback warm in this first drive. Don't really see that too often, but might end up working out well here for Jax State.
Yeah, despite overall Hoffman, I feel like he's been one of the most accurate QBs in the league, at least at the start of the game. He's, like, Parker Howell might be a 97 overall, but he's not hitting the bright side of a barn at the start of the game. You got to get him warm first, but Hoffman easily able to hit that pass to get his team rolling to almost midfield as UConn presses up on that receiver on the bottom of your screen. Jax State waiting as long as possible. They're going to hand it off. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain for Michael Taylor. Great run, and leaves that as second and manageable.
Yeah, I believe that Hoffman was the first pocket passer IRL recruit that RFCL has actually produced. So getting him warm early seems like at least a little bit of a easier task than doing it for a scrambling quarterback. I mean, as you see with like Abby Yosef, Nicholas Copernicus.
Yeah, the pocket passer is definitely better as the running back picks up that block as Hoffman gets it to Jared Wett for the first down. Hoffman starts out the day 2 for 2. Excellent block there by that running back to keep that play alive. And as you can see, Jax State wearing the throwbacks today against UConn.
Yeah, those are some absolutely gorgeous uniforms. I'm a big fan. I also am just a kind of a sucker for any team that's wearing red.
Yeah, I'm glad they're not on that come white field, as some would say, last season.
Oh, brother, that was a rough one. The flashbang
Yeah,
field. I mean, I think that's why Coach Gage actually wears the Pit Vipers nowadays. He hasn't truly recovered from that.
He has not recovered. 4 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be a handoff. Michael Taylor gets absolutely pwned that whole field nicely by that linebacker, C.J. Hilton. A gain of nothing, and let's see if Jax State goes back to that passing notation like they did at the start of the game.
Looks like UConn is going to be going into... Oh, just kidding. They're switching up their formation. Looks like they're going to go into the 4-4 split here. Trying to spread out their line a little bit. Possibly end up sending a linebacker here for the run defense.
Like I said before, I have not been able to commentate that much this season, so it'll be interesting to see what Coach Beaver and Coach Daddy do. I have not seen them coach that much this season. But play clock winds down. It's going to be a read option. Hoffman takes it himself, but only gets 2 yards. 3rd and long for JSU. But they've proven they can get it before, and it's definitely possible.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, having that pocket passer is going to be amazing here if they can end up pulling it off.
Pocket passers are great. I mean, Parker is a balanced quarterback, Parker Howe, but he still struggles to get, warm. Pocket passers easily able to hit passes whenever the receiver's open. Hoffman steps back to pass, has the angle route, he takes it. It's going to be a first down. You see many teams in the league love to use that angle route. Jax State is also one of them. They're going to go hurry up off of the first down.
Yeah, looking to see if they can end up getting UConn here sleeping. Oh, hit the corner route.
Yeah, looks like an out route there from Camden Robertson, 13 yards. They're going to stop the hurry up because he went out of bounds. But what a great sequence there from Jax State, getting about 20 yards in 2 plays.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Daddy is actually struggling to stick with the formation here. As we've seen before in a lot of these games, is that if you can end up sticking with your bread and butter, you're usually able to do a lot on defense. But if you're kind of trying to figure out late what to do, it can be a little bit of a losing battle.
Hoffman hits his running back on a little outside run. He stays up. Michael Taylor gets 4 yards. And it's going to be 2nd and 6, Jax State. Another pretty good run. But I agree with what you were saying before. Defenses really need to stay in the same formation. If you switch around too much, then it's not going to fare well for your D. It's just going to get torched.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with having a warm quarterback right now. Starting off hot, it's gonna be really hard to stop him throughout the game, especially if he's able to keep that groove going.
2nd and 6. Jax State loves this shotgun type of formation with only one running back. It's going to be a pass play. Hoffman trying to find someone downfield. He has someone downfield. It's going to be number 8, DJ Hunter. 11-yard reception, 1st and goal for Jax State, and they're on the doorstep of scoring the first touchdown.
See if they can punch it in. Probably going to go with a run here.
I would think so as well. If I'm Coach Daddy here, I'm sending the house. I would not think they would run a play action here, especially on first down. They already have 5 D linemen down, but let's see if Jax State can punch it in. We're going to hand it off to Michael Taylor, and he is going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Jax State. They get the first touchdown on their first drive, wasting about 5 minutes of this first quarter, and now they're going to lead 7-0 against UConn.
Yeah, all that power there in that run was in the neck pad. I'm calling it right now. Michael Taylor's going to have a big game. That neck pad is just... Running backs with that are scary. Zero drip, but powerful. Absolutely terrifying to deal with.
Look at him. Wow. But now UConn, they got to respond. They get the ball to start the second half, so UConn would like it to be at least tied by the end of the first half. So a score, even 3 here would be nice. Let's see what Coach Beaver can do to try and get George Weasley warm.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what ends up happening. It's been hard to get him warm a lot lately. Especially saw that in the Space Force game. Missing some wide open passes, leaving a lot of opportunities for the opposing offense to really put up some points.
George and Fred Weasley both been amazing quarterbacks for the past 2 or 3 seasons, but now they've been struggling in both their senior years. But let's see if UConn can go down the field and score here. They got right in the backfield. Ramsey's going to be on a motion. It's going to be a pass first play. They're going to get to Ramsey on a little drag route off the motion. Law Ramsey goes 3 yards. The transfer from NWO makes the first catch of the season.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to how well they can end up developing their wide receivers on these opening drives. Especially, they have some really good talent. They have Eddie Murphy, they have Law Ramsey, and they have Kyle Morse. Kyle Morse, I believe, was leading the league last season in reception yards. So if they can get him going, maybe they'll end up having a chance.
George Weasley passing again on second down. Throws it in double coverage. He's lucky that wasn't picked. 3rd and 7 now for UConn. And that's the struggle of having a balanced quarterback and trying to pass it right off the gate. It doesn't work like it used to with the new sliders.
Yeah, it seems like the balanced QB, scrambler QB have a little bit of issues. Well, it seems to be that the balanced quarterbacks have a little bit more. Scramblers have been able to kind of figure it out with the run plays and whatnot.
Third down for UConn, trying to get the. Oh my gosh, that throw was off. They had two receivers there on slant routes, but George couldn't hit it. Almost turned into a pick off the hands of that Jax State defender. And now Jax State has a chance to go up by even more than 7 on this drive. And we return here for Jax State down to about the 45, past midfield to the other 45. What a run there from Jack Stokes, setting up Hoffman with a prime opportunity to go get at least 3.
Yeah, just need a couple more plays and they're within field goal range. However, I don't think Coach Gage is going to be going for the 3 here. I think he's definitely looking to be up by 14 going into UConn's second drive.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to take the 3 whenever you have points, you better take them. But Hoffman, trying to find someone, has someone on a little drag route. It's going to be Gavin Stokes, the one who had that 19-yard return. 2nd and 5 for Jack State. And another completion for Hoffman. I think he's 6 for 6 now.
Believe he is. He's been absolutely hitting every opportunity he's had so far. I think if he's going to have any issues, it's going to be because of heavy coverage from UConn or possible blitz.
Yeah. The pressure is not getting there for UConn as they go into the coverage. They have an outside run here. What the heck? Michael Taylor just ran backwards for a loss of 6. He had a great lane on the outside, but Michael Taylor decided, no, I don't want to go to work today. And I don't that's something I've never seen.
It was the neck pad, and the neck pad was speaking to him, and it was whispering some really not good advice in his ear. It's like, you should start dancing right now and see how that's going to work out.
Must have been the CTE in his brain, for sure. But 3rd and 11 for Jack State, well out of field goal range. They need this first down to even consider taking a field goal. It's going to be a play action. Hoffman trying to complete his 7th pass of the day. Throws it deep downfield, and it's going to be dropped by Nathaniel Hunters. Could have been an interception, but it's just batted to the ground. Hoffman has his first incompletion of the day, and Jack State misses out on really good field position. Now UConn's defense shows up and proves that they can stop it.
Yeah, absolutely killing the momentum that Jacksonville State ended up having by Michael Taylor's really, really interesting run.
It's going to go into the back of the end zone. UConn will get the ball at the 20-yard line, or 25.
I believe it's 20 on punts.
Yeah. But UConn showing up on defense, showing that Hoffman can be stopped. But what I've noticed, I watched the game last week, JSU scored on their opening drive last week against NWO and just could not get it figured out after, especially after Hoffman got hot. So it'll be interesting to see if that trend continued into this game. Got a Weasley back there with Wright. I think that's a new running back. I don't think I've seen him back there. It's going to be a pass, another pass for Weasley. He finds an out route. It's going to be a first down and more. 16-yard reception for longtime tight end Jake Spruce. That ends the first quarter. UConn looking to tie it up.
Yeah, it was a really good pass there from Weasley. Actually showed that he can throw the ball. But as we've seen with Weasley, his issue has been consistency. If he doesn't have consistency, he's not going to be able to really put up points, really continue these drives. They're going to have to rely a lot more on their run game, which has not been really established this season.
Yeah, usually you'll see teams, whenever their quarterback isn't hitting passes, they'll just rely on the run game. Most teams that are at the top right now, like Lake Erie, they rely on the run game a lot, but UConn just can't do that. As you can see, oh, never mind, they can. No, they can't. But as you can see here, there's only a 1-yard rush, and that's Eddie Murphy, their star wide receiver, not even their running back there. So UConn is kind of forced to pass it, and that's really hard to do in this league right now.
Yeah, really curious to see what they end up doing here. Wonder if they're going to start slinging it again, see if they can actually get him all warmed up. Jacksonville State's backing up the corners.
It's double stacked, though. It looks like they might be doing that. They have a slant open. We're going to take it down. Bill's going to be picked off by Jack State. They had a wide open slant in the middle of the field. George Weedy said no. Eddie Murphy's down there somewhere, but he wasn't. Omick Waddle was. Transfer from UCA. Screw that guy.
Hey, he just got out of there before you guys started out pretty hot. So it's
He
on
would've
really on
started.
him.
Yeah, I guess. But what a pick from Jack State. I mean, now they have another prime opportunity to go up 2 possessions in about the same place they were last season. But now Big Daddy has his work cut out for him. He needs to get something going here.
Yeah, I think Big Daddy's going to be really having a long game here, because if his offense is going to keep him on the field, his defense is going to get tired. Hoffman's going to start tearing him up. It's going to be a downhill battle for him.
Yeah, but Jack State took a timeout on accident, maybe. I don't know. Jack State took a timeout after losing 2. A very interesting timeout call there from Coach Gage. Doesn't really do much, but back in this ace formation for Jack State, they're going to not hand it off because the running back's not been able to do anything. Hoffman misses another pass, and as I was saying, Jack State looks perfect in their first drive, but now they just can't do anything on offense. This defense from UConn's looking great.
Yeah, I mean, getting a 2-yard loss to start, now having a 3rd and very long, has an opportunity to force another punt. Start on your 20. I mean, that's a pretty good start to throwing a bad interception.
Yeah, I would think Hoffman is still at least a little bit warm after starting 6 for 6, but now he's missed 2 passes in a row. Has a blitz coming, but he throws it downfield. It's going to be almost intercepted. I thought it was by Big John, but it was not, just deflected. And UConn gets another big stop on JSU.
Yeah, very disappointing if you're a Jacksonville State fan, because going to 3 and out after a big interception where you start on their side of the field is just heartbreaking.
Not only that, you were on their side of the field last possession, and you had another 3 and out. So now you've given UConn a chance to get back into this game as they make some adjustments on offense. Maybe they can get something going here.
Yeah, maybe. I don't. Yeah, it's just going to be interesting seeing if Weasley will flip a coin, see if it was heads. Heads is he completes the pass. Tails is he throws a pick to Jacksonville State.
It's like ace twins formation. It's going to be a 1st and 10. It's going to be a very awkward pass to a Hicks route. Weasley is not able to complete it. Stops the clock at 6 minutes 13, and it's 2nd and 10 for the Huskies.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of pressure being brought by Jacksonville State on that play. I respect it. Definitely rattle the quarterback a little bit more. That's already kind of in his own head.
Yeah, it looked like Weasley not very comfortable there in the pocket as he's 2 for 6. It's going to be a QB draw or QB power to the right side of the field, and it just did not work. I mean, this UConn offense is known for passing, and when they try to run it, it does not work, and when they try to pass it, it does not work. So I don't know what Coach Beaver is going to do here with this offense.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the time that Coach Pars ends up getting a little bit more involved with play calling, because things have just not gone well. Development has not really happened. It's been kind of a rough showing so far.
And again, Weasley misses a stop route that was open. Could have ran for the 1st down, but Weasley misses it. Another 3 and out for UConn. Not 3. Oh, they had an interception last time, but it was a 3 and out interception, 3 and out for UConn on offense. Jack State has a touchdown, 3 and out, and 3 and out, and they're starting.
Oh wow!
Gosh, what a return by Gavin Stokes! Another great return, and now they're almost in the field goal range. If Jack State doesn't get points here, it'll feel like a missed opportunity on every angle for Jack State.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised with how Jack State is having a lot of issues offensively, trying to go with some up the middle runs, just even come away with points, because they're right on the edge of field goal range. So if they can push it forward a little bit more, then...
And that's exactly what they do, but Michael Taylor just doesn't hit the hole properly. 2nd and 9, they're still just barely outside of field goal range. I agree with you. I think Jack State should keep running this ball and get into field goal range and at least secure 3. I know that they're more of a passing team, but they need to secure some points here in a game where I feel like points will be scarce.
Yeah, I mean, being up by 2 scores in a game that you're probably, like, UConn is struggling very heavily in, I mean, that's that is almost an insurmountable lead if you can sustain that going into the fourth.
2nd and 9. It's going to be a play action, though. Hoffman tries to find someone downfield. It's intercepted. That's exactly why I said you need to run the ball. Hoffman throws an interception, his first of the day, and he is 0 for 4 since starting out 6 for 6. UConn gets a great stop, and if you're a Jax State fan, you got to be disappointed right now.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's now 3 drives that you started in the opposing team's territory with 0 points. There could have been at least 9 from all of those drives. Like, you could be up 16-0 if you were able to convert those.
Yeah, UConn. Oh my! I was about to say UConn needs to go tight flex, and they did. They run cross. Weasley completes the pass for 2 yards. Elvis Bread. I don't think I've seen his name before. It must be a freshman or sophomore. Great catch from him. Great throw from Weasley. And I did say this, or Nismo. Me and Nismo were talking about it. UConn's identity before was tight flex when they had Zach at OC. It worked. Looks like they're maybe going back to it with a tight and tight flex formation. It is tight. 2nd and 8. Weasley trying to find someone downfield. The pressure's coming. Throws it the exact same route again. Elvis Bread, another gorgeous catch, but 2 yards every play. It won't get you the first down. And they need to go downfield and get 6 here to keep this drive alive.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they just need to get past the chains. Like, honestly, that's their number one issue, is that there have been some major just offensive no-shows. It's like they got left on the bus.
3rd and 6. Weasley trying to find someone that throws it, almost an interception again. A defensive showing so great from both teams, or maybe a lack of offense from both teams. I'm not sure what to think of it right now. UConn, their 4th time getting the ball, can't get past the 40-yard line, and they're going to have to punt it again to the menace, Gavin Stokes. Can he get past the midfield line again? Yes, he can. Oh, no, barely not past the midfield line. I don't know, but he's there. Another great opportunity for Jax State to get at least 3 here on the door of opponent's territory.
Yeah, and as we've been saying this entire game, this is now the 4th time that they've been on the doorstep of getting some points, but it doesn't seem like the passing game is being sustained right now. Doesn't seem like the running game is really getting them anywhere. So we'll really see what happens.
Run up the middle. It looks like an HB stretch there. Did not work. Michael Taylor gets destroyed again. I think he has 9 rushes for like 3 yards and a touchdown. That's a crazy stat.
That is a crazy stat. I mean, at least he was able to put 7 on the board. Like, points are points. Neither would Whopper.
2nd and 11 for Hoffman, and this offense has been struggling since the first drive. Trying to find someone downfield. Hoffman throws it out of bounds. 0 for 5 since starting perfect is Hoffman. 3rd and 11 for Jax State, and they're on the fence of another 3 and out. This is very interesting, to say the least.
Oh yeah, I mean, I see Coach John chatting there, and it seems like he is trying to start a dialogue about whether or not these sliders are making things worse in the RFCL. And I wouldn't necessarily say that, but he does end up backing it up with maybe they are. Well, he does bring up a good point later, saying maybe they're throwing too much, and I kind of agree. They're not giving their quarterbacks a chance to develop. As I say that,
Hoffman delivers a strike to Camden Robson, looks eerily similar to their first completion, and now they're in field goal range, looking to get points on the board.
I'm just crazy.
Commentator's curse, I guess.
Yeah, commentator's curse. I wear that one with a badge of pride.
I agree with John. I think both teams are throwing too much, but in Jax State's case, they can't run anyway. I mean, these run plays are not working. I mean, Michael Taylor has 3 yards on 9 carries. That's just not good. I see why they're passing here. As Hoffman passes again, the blitz is coming, gets it out.
Wow.
Completed on an in route. What a pass to Marcus Xavier for 11 yards. Jax State goes hurry up. They have the field goal here. Don't be too risky with the ball.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you have an opportunity. Like, it's basically a chip kick at this point. Oh,
It's going to be a pass. Oh, it's going to be caught by number 14, Gavin Stokes, into the end zone. Touchdown, Jax State. They get the offense rolling once again after a potential 3-and-out again. And now UConn has some pressure now. They need to get some points before the end of the first half to have even somewhat of a chance to come back in this game.
yeah, we'll really see what they're able to do. But if they don't get it, I believe that UConn gets the ball in the second half to start. So it's not necessarily a must score here, but it's getting close. I mean, a 3-and-out is an absolute worst case scenario. That is nightmare scenario.
If you're Coach Pars right now, I feel like you need to go into that half feeling at least okay about yourself. You need at least 3 going into the half to feel any type of confidence in your offense or in your OC Beaver. As Pars said before, if Beaver doesn't do good, then he's fired. So if I'm Beaver right now, I'm scared.
Oh, for sure. I mean, job security is everything in this league. Oh no.
Oh, Johnny Wright, it looks like he had a little bit of a lane there on the outside, but he trips over his own blocker. UConn goes hurry up. Time is rolling. 2nd and 10 for UConn. They need to get something here.
Yeah, it seems like they've only been in.
Slow.
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's not even their quarterback. I think that was a Wildcat. I don't even know. They put in their backup quarterback. He got absolutely leveled. I don't know, by that linebacker.
I mean,
what a weird play call off of hurry up. I don't know. Now they're forced to pass.
Yeah, I mean, but what was I saying? It's the neck pad. The neck pad grants some absolutely crazy power. Loses brain cells, but hey.
They still have their backup quarterback in. Oh, no, that's Weasley. Never mind. I'm tripping. 3rd and 13. Weasley trying to find someone on tight flex. Finds the out route once again to Kyle Morse, his first catch of the day. But I don't think they could go for it this deep in their own territory on 4th and 8. They're going to have to punt it once again, giving Jax State a chance to go up. 3 possessions. Just a terrible offensive day so far for UConn.
Giving it to the baller, Gavin Stokes.
He's a menace, dude. He's a menace. He's had, I think he's had more yards on returns today than UConn has on offense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, did you see that stat? I think they had 10 run plays for 5 rushing yards. Just insane how they're not able to get anything going on the rushing game.
I mean, both teams can't run, but JSU can pass. UConn can't say that for themselves. It's going to be a team. As I said before, Michael Taylor loses 3. That's his 10th run of the day for an equivalent of 0 yards.
Yeah, they're just going to keep dropping down that number. Like, they have a rushing touchdown, but they're about to go into the negative here in the rushing yards category.
I don't know if Hoffman has. I think Hoffman has rushing yards for sure, but I think Michael Taylor has 0 yards total on the day, despite having 10 handoffs. 2nd and 13 for Jax State with 1:45 left. If they want to score here, it looks like I would say pass here. It's been working. See what they do here.
Yeah, I think all you really have is pass as Jacksonville State.
Yeah, and it's going to work here. Gavin Stokes, the touchdown receptor, or the one who got the touchdown last drive, catches another pass for 6 yards. And it's 3rd and 7. UConn still has the ability to get the ball back here with a stop on this down, and they need it. They cannot let Jax State go up 3 possessions going into halftime.
Oh, they absolutely cannot. I mean, it's also insane that Michael Taylor now has a 0-yard average.
Very, very shocking. Hoffman trying to find someone, has an out route. It's going to be a first down and more down past the 40 or 35-yard line. Marcus Avier, another great catch for himself. And Jax State looking to go up 3 possessions. They have almost a field goal in their pocket, just outside of that field goal range, but a lot of time left to go get a touchdown. Let's see it.
Yeah, it looks like UConn's electing to have them run clock.
Yeah, Michael Taylor, another rush. Now he has a net of 2 yards for 11 carries. So at least he's in the positive now. 2nd and 8 for Jax State. If I'm them, I'm sticking with the pass for probably the rest of the game. It's the only thing that's working for both offenses. They need to do.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I agree as well. Trey Lane, another catch. Or I think that's his first catch. Yeah, it is. 33 for Jax State. UConn still has the opportunity to get the ball back here if they just hold them to 3 this play. We're gonna pick. I mean, this dad, or what's his name again? Big Daddy, Coach Daddy.
Yes.
Coach Daddy's DC, or the DC Coach Daddy really needs an answered prayer here, man. He needs something.
Some sort of divine intervention hopefully will end up happening here for the UConn defense, so we can keep it a close game. But I don't know. I don't think
it's going to be a rush by Michael Taylor, and he loses 2. Back to 0 yards on the day. 12 carries for 0 yards and a touchdown. And Jax State going for it on 4th down. What the hell?
I mean, I don't hate it here. You're up by 14. You have less than a minute left in the second, and you're on there.
I think it's a terrible call. I mean, even if they get it, it's terrible. The blitz is coming. Michael Taylor or Hoffman finds somebody who's not going to get there, and you lose out on 3 points because of an overly aggressive call. That's just not a good play call, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was interesting, not having a lot of routes that ended up going past the chains. I think you could have definitely done a lot better on that. But not having routes that go beyond the chains was a very risky decision that I think is ultimately what's going to cause them a lot of harm.
And this could be a great momentum changer as UConn goes 5 wide. If Weasley can get some passes completed here, and
straight to the defense.
Straight to the defense. Weasley is so bad. Oh my gosh, his second pick of the day. Right to the defense, and forget all I said. It's not a bad call whenever your defense can just get picks instantaneously. Nothing's a bad call at this point. JSU just gonna win. I don't know what it is, man. UConn has fallen off.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking like Weasley was possibly going to go to the NFL draft, but now I don't know if he'd end up making his high school JV team.
Yeah, he's not going to the XFL for all I know. Hoffman trying to find someone, throws it downfield, and almost picked. Those back-to-back picks. What is this offensive showing we're seeing from both teams, despite JSU having 14 points? Those points were practically, other than the first drive, JSU's points were kind of gifted to them.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very interesting game. You see the cornerbacks being able to pad their stats with interceptions, massive stops. Defense, I don't think, is a bad game right now, but I think offense it leaves a lot to be desired.
Michael Taylor, 4-yard rush, brings his average back to 4 yards, or his total back to 4 yards. 3rd and 6 for Jax State. They have to hurry it up. They're wasting a lot of time by flipping the play. Not quite in field goal range yet. They need about 10 to 15 more yards. It's going to be a pass here. Hoffman trying to find someone on a little stop route there. It's going to be a first down and more down on the 35-yard line. Camden Robertson, I don't think he got out of bounds. Maybe he did. Maybe I'm not seeing something right.
I don't think he got out of bounds, but I think the ball's about to be placed, so the clock's about to start ticking.
They should have hurried it up. And then they might not be in field goal range still. They're down to the 35. I don't know how good their kicker is. Our kicker can make it from like 40, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that they're trying to start the clock just yet.
Today I saw our kicker can make it from 55, which is actually insane.
That is insane.
But Lake Erie's kicker is like their best offensive player, so you could probably make it from like 80.
All right, we got Raider in the chat. Raider, are you wearing a suit right now for the downfall of UConn?
Yeah, Raider, how you feeling, bro? 1st and 10 for Jax State, trying to get at least 3 after the risky call they had earlier. Hoffman looking downfield, throws it, deflected, and that's honestly good for JSU because time would have rolled if they got tackled behind the first down line. They do have a timeout anyway, but I think they're gonna take their 3 with on 2nd and 10. I was like, what is happening? What has gotten these coaches' brains?
Yeah, I would say you end up having at least one route that goes to the end zone. See if you could put on 6 right now, but if not, you end up wasting some time. Kick a field goal is what it is.
Exactly. Hoffman Send back to pass. No pressure in from UConn. It's going to be a catch by Jax State. I'd hurry it up here and get one more play in. Maybe get a touchdown. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Looks like PA tight end post is about to be the play call here. 1st and 10. Clock is now ticking. It's going to be a handoff to Michael Taylor. Can he stay? He's going to stay up for longer than 1 second. Oh, they get the timeout off with 1 second. Oh, my. That could have been deadly for Jax State.
Yeah, I really question handing it off there. I think you take a shot in the end zone. Worst case scenario, you don't get anything out of it.
I agree, but Jax State still gets 3. Who do you want to go to first, huh?
We're going to go with JAX State right now because they're hot.
All right.
All right, Jacksonville State, starting with a very one-sided first half, 17-0. How are we feeling?
We've played piss poor, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Offense, we ain't got a run game. Quarterback has made some bad throws, which, like, one of them I kind of said, hey, I don't think this is going to work going into cover 3, and he threw it deep right to the safety, and he dropped it, so that was lucky. But we're at least kind of identifying what is and what is not going to work, so we'll get it together.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but at least UConn's playing worse than you guys, so that works out for you guys.
I think defensively we're playing really well. Hunter's kind of stepping in the night for Viking. Viking's all sick. But other than that, I mean, defense is playing lights out given our circumstances, so shout out to Hunter for that. But other than that, I mean, offense we can play better. The fact that we're up 17 is...
You know, Hunter's called some great plays on the defensive side. I mean, I think we've gotten 2 interceptions off his play calls, so shout out to the defense right now.
Yeah, Parker, I have a question for you. The run game. Michael Taylor, I think he has 4 yards on like 13 carries and a touchdown. Not exactly the greatest stat line for a running back. How do you expect, or how do you plan to get the run game going?
I mean, we just got to stick with it. It's not like we've tried to shy away from the run. It's just not been working. Some of our play calls just haven't worked well against their fronts so far. So shout out to their defense for getting pressure on the runs. But it's also opened up the pass. We've gotten a lot over the middle. Our players are able to make plays in space. We just got to continue making plays on offense so that we can continue to make the run work.
All right, good analysis. Brock, you got any more questions?
I don't have any more questions. Thank you, gents. See you at the end of the game.
All right. Hey, you guys. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We got it.
All right, UConn, 0-17, having a really rough first half. What ended up happening this half? Kind of walk us through it.
No idea. No, I can't. I have no idea. George is throwing it directly to him. I saw someone yell at me that I can't blame George. What the hell are you talking about? Yes, I can. That was such a badly thrown ball straight to a defender that I've never, it's horrid. I don't care. He's supposed to be the best quarterback. He led by 1,000 yards last season against everyone other than Fred in passing yards. What? It's just horrid right now. I've never seen. We got better in the offseason and we're worse on it. So who knows? We'll try to figure it out. Try to win this game. Yeah, I have some of my best moments when it's looking bleak. So we'll try to figure it out.
All right, we definitely look to see that happening. I do have a question here for Coach Big Daddy. So, I mean, you've given up 17 points in the first half. However, I would end up saying that a lot of it is because you are giving them the ball on your side of the field, but you're only giving up 3 scores. How are you feeling going through it?
Well, I feel better. We gave up 2 touchdowns, but I feel a lot worse. We forced 2 turnovers. We're getting after it for the most part, playing pretty well. We just need to hang in there and really stiffen up because it doesn't matter if we give them the ball or not. We're supposed to keep them out, period. Don't do that, we're screwed.
All right, Coach Bucky, you have anything?
All right, Coach Beaver, obviously, offense not doing very well in the first half. What's your plan to get it going in the second half and maybe start a comeback?
You know, everyone has 378 plays in their book. There's always going to be one that works, and we're going to get a little bit more, pulling stuff out the bag that we haven't pulled out yet. And, George can get it together. I think that his quarterback play this year is a testament to how quarterback play and offense in general has fallen down. But, that's not an excuse. That's something we have to adjust to. And that's something that, as a first-year coordinator, I have to make. It is kind of defining for me, How can I adjust to what's going on these first 2.5 games and what's going to go on from here,
All right.
Yeah, right. That's going to be all from me. Brock, you got any more questions for the boys?
I don't have any more questions. Good luck. Hope you guys can turn it around here in the second half. We'll see you at the end of the game.
Guys. We'll see y'all. Good luck.
We're going, gents.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get started here now.
Please stream.
I'm working it.
All right, well, that was a pretty unhappy pars in that interview, and UConn gets the ball back for the second half. It is not over. I mean, it looks really bad. UConn's offense cannot do anything right now, but if they can somehow muster up at least 3 points this drive, I would say UConn has a chance. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah, they just need to find some sort of groove on offense. Their run game isn't going well. Their passing game is more accurate to the defense. It's looking bleak, but as Pars ended up saying, he's made some of his best moves when the situation looks the most bleak. I mean, he almost had a game winner against Space Force. He has the ability to claw back here.
Would be an insane comeback. Looks like a jet sweep to start off the game to Eddie Murphy, I believe that is. No, it's Xavier Miller. 2-yard rush for UConn. Not a bad start, but you're going to need more than 2 yards of play to go down.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, at least you got positive yards on your first play, and it was a run play. Running has not been great for UConn, neither is passing, but especially your run game, which has not been great. But see what UConn can do. George has 2 picks. He's definitely as cold as ice. They're going to hand it off, and the counter gets blown up by JAX State. What a hit. 3rd and 11 now for UConn. This is exactly what did not need to happen for UConn to have success in this second half.
Yeah, their run game is absolutely stalling this offense, eating up time that they cannot give. And
if they get 3 and out again, then JAX State's going to have the ball at the 50. They need at least a first down here to have a chance. They're going to complete it. Looks like wide receiver screen. Kyle Morse goes 8-yard set, goes for 8 yards. And if you're UConn here, I'm going for it. And they are. It's going to be a hurry up. UConn, looks like it may be a pass play here. Running game has not been working. You've got to have a pass play ready and going.
Yeah,
looks like they're indecisive about the play.
I absolutely love this call, giving them an opportunity to at least get something here. I would have liked it if it was a little bit quicker. However, I'm not the one on the sticks.
If you don't get this, it's over. It's going to be a read option, going to be a handoff, and the run game comes in clutch. UConn gets the first down. Johnny Wright, 10-yard reception, or 10-yard rush. And that was much needed for UConn. I liked that play call from Parks, and they're going hurry up. Going to be a QB power. This time it's destroyed. George Lizio loses 2, and right back to the drawing board goes the Huskies. But they hurry up again. What?
Yeah, they're just trying to keep this JAX State defense here on their heels. I think it might end up working out for them. However, I think the main issue that they're going to have is that Weasley is going to get battered if he doesn't make some good throws, some good decisions.
And there it is. Not a very good throw from George Weasley. 3rd and 12 situation again. UConn they can go for it on 4th down again, but they can only go for it one more time. They need help here. They need this conversion or at least get close. If they get to like 4th and inches, I would consider going for it again and wasting that and then getting the ball back, hopefully near the 4th quarter to use my other 4th down tries. But it looks like they're going tight here. They need a prayer here. Weasley steps back to pass, trying to find someone downfield.
Wow.
He picked off by JAX State. His 3rd of the day. George Weasley looking like a shell of his former self. Right as UConn looked like they're getting something done, they just can't. It's mind-boggling to me.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is every single time that UConn has any breath of life, it's getting absolutely smothered out of them by George Weasley throwing an absolutely amazing pass right to the defense.
Aiden says, Brock and Bucky, how is your day going? Pretty good. How about you, Brock? You good?
It's been a long day, but honestly, this is kind of therapeutic. I'm having a good time.
Run play on 1st and 10. Michael Taylor once again goes for his usual 0-yard gain. And it's 2nd and 10 for the Cox. I mean, UConn still has a chance. I mean, it seems like a broken record at this point when I say it. I like to root for teams on the comeback, but it's still possible for UConn to come back. But if I'm Pars, I'm considering putting in the backup quarterback. I don't know who it is for UConn, but I'm considering it after Weasley's 3 picks.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, with Pars' temper, I'm surprised as well as Hoffman. They go back to passing. They have a completion down to DJ Hunter, 3-yard reception, and they're going to hurry it up on 3rd and 4. UConn desperately needs to stop here on 3rd down to have any sort of chance to come back.
Yeah, they're starting here on the 40. It's if they
It'll be a
convert this.
pass. They have that drag open, but Hoffman panics, throws it downfield.
No
It's
way.
caught somehow by Gavin Stokes. What a catch by JAX State. What a throw by Hoffman. Threw it into triple coverage, and Gavin Stokes still able to come down with that ball. At that point, UConn was not favored. At this point, UConn is not going to win.
Yeah, I really everything is rolling for Jack State. The interceptions, the massive plays that they're getting, kind of just on a whim. But like being able to say, fuck it, Gavin Stokes is down there somewhere and throwing it into triple coverage and somehow coming down with it. I don't know. It's it's going well.
He's had himself a day for sure. I mean, on the punt return side of the ball, he has at least like 80 yards. On catching, he had a touchdown and like 60 yards as the play before Hoffman gets sacked. But
wow.
Marcus, that's not a tight end, but that's a receiver. Marcus Xavier for the touchdown. Jack State goes up 24-0 on UConn, and at this point, I would say UConn just needs to practice for next week.
I don't think they're completely done yet, but I think Weasley's done for this game. If I'm in the coaching position, I'm sitting Weasley. Weasley's done. Like, we are trying to figure out something else that does not revolve around George Weasley. UCO has already given up on that, so they need to join.
Yeah, UCO has already given up on Fred Weasley. Maybe the Weasleys, I don't know, maybe they went to Cancun over the summer for the over the off season. I don't know. It's just shocking to me. UConn, they need to desperately pass now. They can't with a quarterback that's thrown 3 interceptions. I'd love to see how cold George Weasley really is, but I know Pars won't be showing
absolutely
the entire
not.
audience.
Yeah, that's just insult to injury. There's no way that's going to be
Another
conducive.
pass. Wow. Weasley completes the pass to Law Ramsey, the transfer, second catch of the day. And they're going to hurry up. I mean, there's nothing else you could do. UConn trying to not get shut out would be insane if UConn got shut out this game.
Yeah, they're right now. Jacksonville State's going for the scoring record of the season. They might be going for the point differential as well.
Looks like an HB toss. This might work. There's an outside lane there for Johnny Wright. Goes 11 yards. 1st and 10 for UConn. They're running it up again. Maybe they found something with this I formation.
Yeah, I mean, Weasley under center seems to be doing a lot better than the Weasley that's taking snaps in shotgun.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a run there from George Weasley. Almost an interception. But second inches for UConn. They didn't get that first down, so the time didn't stop. But the time is ticking, and that's precious time that they need. The drop. That was a great pass from Weasley. I thought he was about to get destroyed by that D lineman, but he gets the ball out, and it's dropped by his receiver. 3rd and inches for UConn. And at this point, I'm just doing a QB sneak to get the first down.
Yeah, get the good tush-push going. Just get enough yards to move the chains. Continue this drive. Continue a chance at scoring.
And they didn't get it. They don't even get that. UConn has probably had one of the worst days on offense I have ever seen in this league, and they're going for it on 4th and inches. That this is the QB sneak. It's a play cooldown violation, but it's not. It's an FB dive. And now UConn is across midfield for the first time today, as Noah Harmon looked like he was injured after that FB dive.
Tough break for UConn, but hey, at least they moved the chains. So now they're on the actual Jacksonville State side of the field. Will they actually be able to put on points?
I think they're taking too long right now. They only have 9 more minutes left in this game. Jax State is going to run the clock, even though they can't run the ball. They are going to run every second of the clock they can when they get this ball back. They need to be able to, UConn needs to be able to snap the ball quickly, pick another play, snap it quickly again, and they need to get the passing game going now or else it'll be over. That's going to be a play action. Rolling out to the left of the righty is not particularly good, but 44, Noah Harmon catches it. Maybe he wasn't injured. That's 3rd and inches again for UConn. Jax State presses the pause button like Kepler, and it's 3rd and inches.
I think it's time to start reintroducing the pause gate allegations.
Hey,
I think that would be funny.
We had to do it, right? We had to do it. First down for UConn on a little PA Power Zero. Johnny Wright goes 5 yards, and now they're looking to get into field goal range. But at this point, Jax State is just like, there's no way we choke a 24-point lead. The biggest lead ever choked in this league is like 17, 18, I believe.
I think it was 17. It was a massive comeback.
It happened in a playoff game, season 1.
Yeah, I believe it was Southern Miss.
It was Gerald's team who did it.
Yeah, I think it was Central Michigan versus Southern Miss. Central Michigan ended up coming back, and that was the season that they ended up winning it all.
Weasley finding who is that Eddie Murphy, their best receiver, has not been able to touch the ball. As you can see, only 1 reception today. Eddie Murphy, their best receiver, Kyle Morris, close there as well, but they have just not been able to touch the ball because this UConn offense just can't go anywhere. They're wasting so much time right now trying to get these play calls out. And at this point, I think they're just trying to not get shut out, which is respectable.
Somehow able to move the chains there. I did not think they got that, but hey, massive
that was
opportunity there.
Yeah, that was great from Johnny Wright. Looks like Weasley is starting to get together with these short passes. They get yards. They don't go far like UConn's offense usually likes to do, as Weasley throws a little HB toss to the weak side of the field. That usually doesn't work out. That corner absolutely destroys that running back. You know what I mean?
I got you, Bucky.
Yeah. I'm thinking of too many things. Boink doink gets the reception. 3rd and 7 for UConn. They're not going to get this play off by the end of the 3rd quarter, and yeah, it's looking like a wrap right now. If UConn can make a 24-0, or if UConn can make a comeback from down 24 in 7 minutes, then so be it.
That is nothing short of miraculous. But they haven't been in the end zone yet. They haven't put a ball in the uprights.
Looks like they're about to, though, as Royce Weasley finds the corner. Wow, he actually hits that. What a catch from Johnny Wright. He's been carrying this drive here. 1st and goal for UConn. Probably will be a run here, I would say. But some audibles are being given out by Weasley. It is actually going to be a pass. Has a drag, throws it in the end zone. Not a catch. Weasley back to 50% on the day, and UConn's got to think about it again.
Yeah, I mean...
No, I did not admit to pause gate. Come on. I was just making a joke.
Nick got you, bro. Nick got you.
Dad joke coming after the Lake Erie game. Let's go!
Love to see it.
2nd and goal. Blitz is coming. Weasley gets it out, but it's going to be a loss. Oh, no. Eddie Murphy turns it upfield for back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a 3rd and goal for UConn. Trying to get in the end zone, trying to get some points at least. Open route.
Wow.
Touchdown, Kyle Morse. Gets in the end zone for UConn's only score of the day. And apparently CBM is the backup for UConn. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that they didn't pull. I'm surprised that they didn't. Oh, I forgot. It's actually a 3-possession game. UConn's still in this.
Yeah, they just need it here, otherwise it goes back to being a 3-possession game after this.
Yeah, they need this 2-pointer here. Jax State might get a little bit too comfortable. We might be witnessing a pretty great comeback if they get this 2-pointer. Too many audibles there for Gage's liking, and it's going to be caught in the end zone. Eddie Murphy gets the 2-pointer, and UConn is not out of it. It looks really bad, but they're still only down by 2 possessions. They need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions to get something going. But UConn is not out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they're only down by 2 possessions here. You can get away with punting it away, probably even if you end up forcing a 3-and-out here. Like, you have an opportunity to just receive a punt, go at your own pace, get a touchdown, reevaluate, possibly kick away again, and then end up having an opportunity to use your timeouts to actually get the ball back and win the game without an onside kick.
Yeah, UConn needs – it all starts with a 3-and-out right here. They need a 3-and-out. Jax State, I wouldn't think they would run it here. I mean, I know it's the smart move, but Jax State has not been a very good running team all day. And I wouldn't think they're going to run it. I think it's going to be a pass.
I also think it's going to be a pass, except maybe not on this first play. Oh, just kidding.
No, it is a pass. Play action. Right back to Michael Taylor, and he's going to go for only 1 yard. That's great for UConn's defense. Yeah, 2nd and 9. That's great for UConn. It's really not over. I mean, some people would write this game off. Some people have already turned the game off. But I'm still here.
I'm still here as well, just commentating like you. We have the opportunity to have one of the best RFCL games endings in history.
Then it would go into overtime, which would be insane. But Jax State.
I got B-dubs on the phone right now.
It's going to be a incompletion, stopping the clock, and UConn has the opportunity to get the stop here on 3rd and 9 to do it.
I mean, what do you think? What are you going with here on defense? Are you going to go into a pass defense, or are you going to think that they're going to run it so that way they can kill some more clock?
Pass defense. I'm thinking pass here. I'm going cover 6. And it is a pass. Play action. Hoffman trying to find someone. Has an out route, and it's going to be a 1st down for Jax State, something they desperately needed to keep the clock going, and now UConn is in a lot more trouble.
Yeah, that just became an opportunity gone. I think at UConn, if they get the ball back without causing a score, they're going to have to do an onside kick if they score.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Oh, I thought he fumbled for a second.
That'd have been insane.
It looked like a little fumble motion there from Jax State's running back. But again, the run game just cannot work, but they got to waste as much time as possible. I think Jax State should go back to these read option type looks. It was working before. Hoffman, one time they did it, Hoffman got about like 8 yards. So maybe they should go back to that. Larry Larold was the one who lost 1 yard there.
I think at the worst case scenario, if you end up going with a read option here, you end up maybe losing a yard or 2. But like here,
okay. Here you missed the pass, and now the clock is stopped. 3rd and 11. UConn with another great opportunity to get their defense off the field and maybe have a chance.
Yeah, clock stopped. I mean, that's as good as a timeout. UConn still has 3 timeouts. You're kind of looking.
3rd and 11 here. Hoffman throws it in the corner.
Wow.
It's going to be a catch down to the 30-yard line. Gavin Stokes again making amazing plays for JSU, and they're hurrying it up, trying to rub it in the face of UConn.
Yeah, I think they might end up actually eating up all the time here. Oh, just kidding.
Oh, they're just gonna run it. Oh my, what a run! Their biggest run of the day. Jax State, he breaks a tackle down to the 5-yard line. Larry Larold goes 28 yards, biggest run of the day for both teams, and Jax State looking to put a nail in the coffin of UConn's comeback hopes.
I think Jacksonville State is incredibly upset at the fact that they
Touchdown.
had a winless streak going against UConn here, and they're making it
And
known
again-
that they just do not care.
Again, Gavin Stokes. Another
Oh.
touchdown. It's going to be a big field goal. They're going for the disrespect. Gage, I know he's smiling with those shades on right now. Going
Oh,
for
yeah.
a fake field goal.
Dude
It
is
did not work.
cheesing.
UConn down by 22. It is not looking good. They need a touchdown, a stop with all three timeouts. Oh my gosh, Kyle Morse down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, wow.
That's a great return there from UConn, but they cannot go as slow as they did last scoring drive. They need to go. They need to get some great passes, like 10 to 15-yard passes every 2 or 3 plays.
Yeah, but they like to go into a goal line heavy, which I don't necessarily think that's going to get them a lot of separation here.
Maybe they want to, end this game. Clearly.
I think that Coach Pars is going through it right now, and I honestly, if I was in his place, I would be
Weasley
going for the
Get
pay
sacked for
loss.
6 yards. Yeah, I think Pars has had enough with this team. He wants to go to bed. He's got work at 4 a.m. in the morning. He's done.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate day for Coach Pars. He loses his streak. He falls to 1-2 and most likely unranked. UConn
Yeah,
has
UConn-
suffered some major
They're not
losses
ranked
this
after
season.
week, for sure.
Yeah, they get
Second
to,
and 16. Weasley throws it corner. Oh, it's going to be caught though by Kyle Morris. Another great catch from Barack, actually, from him. And it's 1st and 10 for UConn. They hurry it up. Maybe there's a chance. I don't think there's a chance, but
I don't really think that there's a plausible chance, but they just need to score. If at the end of the day, that's all they need. They need to score, and
Yeah.
they need to score quick.
30 to 8 is a ugly score.
It is. Is this a RFCL scoregami?
Probably. I would think so.
I mean, I don't
3 to
imagine.
3, Weasley finds Murphy for the 9-yard reception. They're in field goal range. 30 to 11 would be funny.
I need them to not. I need Jacksonville State to not score any more points. I want to be the team that has the most points in the league right now.
I don't think they will. Oh my! Whoa! It was a catch. I thought it was a drop, but a catch by Jake Spruce. 2nd and 4. I sounded like Bill Walton there on the call, just oohing into the mic.
I mean,
2nd and 4.
honestly, we could use a Bill Walton in the booth. Bill Walton's fun.
He just goes,
Conference
oh!
of Champions. Conference of two
Conference Champions
schools.
is dead as shit. First and 10 for UConn at about the 10-yard line, trying to punch it in here. Just under 3 minutes left in this game. Weasley throws it to the end zone, caught by Eddie Murphy on the 1-yard line. And they're going to hurry it up here, probably do a little run play and just get in the end zone. And, yeah, UConn just making themselves look a little bit better, but they're going to lose still.
Yeah, I mean, these
Maybe
garbage
a-
time touchdowns don't necessarily prove a whole lot, as we saw in season 2 with Miami, Ohio.
They don't prove anything. They need
Yeah.
to go for 2 here if they want a chance. They need to go for 2, get a 3 and out using all 3 timeouts, score, and then get an onside kick, score, and then go to overtime. But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
It's not likely. It's just that simple. Kyle Morse doesn't get it, but now they have to get a touchdown, go for 2, and then get a touchdown, go for 2. They need help.
Oh, looks like
Well, they're going to onside kick it now. They're opting to do it now. It's not a bad strategy.
Oh, they got it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. UConn gets the onside kick. It is not over yet.
all right. Pars is sitting up in his chair a little bit straighter. I think he's down to clown. He is down to clown. He is looking
Oh my
to
gosh.
make this interesting.
It is really not over. I mean, if UConn scores here, gets it stopped with all 3 timeouts, and scores again, getting 2 two-point conversions, I mean, it's not over. 1st and 10 for UConn. Weasley has 1 running back. It's going to be a pass. Everyone knows it. Everyone in the stadium knows it. Weasley throws it to Kyle Morris. He drops it. 2nd and 10 for UConn. That's not a great start.
That is not. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad start. At least they didn't get sacked. They didn't lose any yards. The clock stops. It's a nothing play. They have an additional 3 downs. They're going to be okay.
Same formation. Oh, it's going to be a catch there out of the backfield. Johnny Wright. They need to hurry it up here. They can't use any of these timeouts. They got to save themselves at least a little bit of time if they want to score here and then get a 3 and out and then score again. They got to score really, really quickly. It's going to be another pass. Weasley trying to find someone. Throws it to a weird, I don't know what round it was, but it's 4th and 2. UConn can go for this. They're down in the 4th quarter. It is allowed. They have to go for it. This is the game.
This is the game. I mean, you definitely have 0 chance. You might have a sliver of a chance. I'd still say you're probably around a 5% chance of winning. Still an incredibly low chance. But
4th and 2, ball is snapped. Weasley trying to find someone, has a little stop route. It's going to be caught by Kyle Moores, or Jake Spruce, I mean. 1st and 10 for UConn with about 2 minutes, 5 seconds left. They need to score in the next 15 to 30 seconds to have a chance in my eyes.
oh, for sure.
1st and 10. Weasley sets back to pass, trying to find someone. Has another little stop route. Going to be a 1st down. Hurry it up here. You got clock is stopping. Second, or it's going to be another 2 first downs in a row for UConn. Preferably, they'd like to get 1st downs. These stop routes are working for them. Now that you see Jackson State's defenders are crashing down, maybe that's when they put their receivers on go routes, but they run a screen instead. It's going to be a catch from the running back. Johnny Wright gets out of bounds, 3-yard reception. At least he got out of bounds on that, and now there's a little over or a little under 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at this possibly coming down to the wire. This is insane. UConn, I mean, George is looking to right some wrongs here. It's unfortunate that it might be a little bit too late, too little too late, but he's got over 170 passing yards, so looking to bomb it into the end zone.
Looks like an okay game stat-wise as Weasley runs it down to the 5-yard line, and he's still up somehow. He gets back up after getting down, 1st and goal. That might have actually not benefited UConn at all, wasting a lot more time. Looks like they're going to get in the end zone here with some type of play call. They need a catch right now. They can't get tackled inside. They can't get tackled before the end zone. What they do here. 2nd and goal. JAX State used the timeout.
JAX State? What is JAX State doing? Are they looking to run up the score here?
I'm confused. I feel like UConn might actually want to go for the onside kick. Well, I think JSU used a timeout because they wanted to be in goal line formation instead, because they knew a run was coming, but it did not matter. Johnny Wright gets to the end zone, and it all comes down to the 2-point conversion here for UConn. Can they get it?
Yeah, I mean, if they end up getting it, it's a 1-possession game. And we know how UConn ends up handling themselves in 1-possession games. They have an opportunity here. This is wild. Except, I think JAX State completely left the door open. They would have run off another, 8 seconds probably? And now they're sitting in a bad position to where that UConn might have an opportunity to win this game. They still have all 3 timeouts.
Out route's open. He throws it.
He got it.
Caught by Kyle Moores. 2-point conversion is good. UConn is down by 1 possession with 1 minute 26 seconds left with 3 timeouts. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for the onside kick here, because I mean it worked last time. They're discussing it, and they are. It worked last time. Can they get it again? UConn or JSU now in a onside kick formation, but they don't get it this time. But they still have a chance to get a 3 and out here and end this game, or get a 3 and out, get the ball back with about a minute or so left in the game. I mean, this would be an insane ending, and it would go into overtime if UConn was able to tie.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. UConn doesn't get bailed out there, but they're not in field goal position yet, so watch for those rushes. Except
TCU basketball beat Texas Tech. That's great. That's going to be a pass here from Hoffman, but that's not bad. Clock stays stopped. They're hurrying it up here. JAX State wants to – I mean, they're in field goal range. It's over, actually. Never mind. JAX State really wants to put the nail in the coffin here. I mean, maybe they want to run up the score. They run another pass play deflected by UConn. That stops the clock. I don't know what Gage is thinking here.
Yeah, I don't really know what the thought process is with trying to run up the
Hurry it up and
score.
stuff.
Like, I understand if you have less than 2 minutes and you're up by more than one score and you're just trying to kind of get a statement win, but I don't understand it right now, because now UConn has the opportunity to possibly get a big interception, a big stop, and completely reverse the game.
I mean, your quarterback has 2 picks already, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 1 or 2, but he's thrown interceptions. It's not it's likely that he throws another pick. That's out of bounds, in the clock again, and UConn may not have to use any of their timeouts right now. They still might have a chance if they hold them to 3, drive down the field, score. I mean, I'm being completely illogical here, but like, Jax State is not managing their time well at all unless they get a first down here and pretty much seal it.
They're not managing their time. They're not managing their opportunities. I'm really confused.
If you gotta get the sack here, pick it.
It's Stokes. It's Stokes. Wait, no, it wasn't.
You're hurrying it up again.
What is Gage doing?
I don't know. I guess they want to run up the score. I mean, I get running up the score when you're up 2 possessions, but like in this situation, it doesn't matter. He gets in the end zone. Touchdown. Jax State.
He's short 2 yards. He ran out of bounds.
He's short 2 yards. Oh. I thought he got in the end zone. I don't know. I'm just not going to question it. Actually, I will question it in the interviews.
Oh, I absolutely will as well, because I just... Yeah, okay. I believe I kind of agree with Kepler here.
Yeah, Gage looking like Nathaniel Hackett right now as the handoff does not get in the end zone. Timeout UConn, I would think. Yep, third and goal. I think Jax State's going to throw it this play. I don't really know what to say. I'm just perplexed, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they pass here.
Can I ask the first question to Jax State once the game's over?
We're gonna go to the losers. Yeah, what are they doing? That could have been a pick.
Almost intercepted. Could have been intercepted right there. Right,
I don't know if this is a Coach Gage or a Coach Parker.
They're gonna fake it. They're gonna fake it.
No.
No, they don't. Smartly.
That would be
They're up by 11 now.
Parker, I don't know what you're doing, man.
If UConn gets a pick there, you think about it. I mean, UConn gets a pick there, they have 48 seconds to drive down the field. I mean, we'll go to losers first, but I don't know what the thought process is. Maybe I'm just a bad head coach. But
yeah, okay, Parker's spitting in here saying that he wanted a burn clock. Well, okay. I thought burning clock was throwing on conservative chew, and then
whatever. I'm not going to question it.
Well, we're not going to question it yet.
Over anyway, unless Weasley decides to become God, but he doesn't. Picked by JSU, and now this is the situation where I would say hurry it up.
Yeah, this is an opportunity to run on the score. This is an opportunity.
Hurry it up and run up. Yeah, I mean, this is the situation where I'd say, yeah, let's run up the score. These guys have beaten us 4 times in a row. We've never beaten them in our program history. Let's run it up now. Like, this is a situation where I'd say yes, when you're up by 2 positions. Hoffman sets back to pass in garbage time, throws across the middle. First down, looks like Gavin Stokes once again. He breaks a tackle. Gavin Stokes, easily the MVP this game.
Oh, for sure.
For Jax State. 114 yards. I think he has 2 touchdowns, almost 3.
Hey, Kepler, I don't think we're going to have that opportunity. I'm kind of spent. But yeah, this is an interesting. I start to kind of question the gentleman's side of the gentleman's league, but that's my only mention about that.
Yeah. Remember, Brock, this is a gentleman's league, all right?
Yeah, we're gonna get flack for that. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Calling a timeout after getting sacked with 27 seconds left. Oh my God, Weasley is hurt. Oh, so will return soon. Honestly, probably would have been a godsend for UConn if Weasley was actually injured for longer than a week or longer than the game.
Yeah, not if you're
coming.
Yeah, not if you're CBM though.
JSU incoming. Yeah, CBM would be
CBM's like,
I'm gonna blast.
no, I wanna keep.
I have to play. I get to play. No. JSU 3rd and 15, play action, thrown out of bounds. 4th and 15 for Jack State. I guarantee you they do not go for the field goal here. They go for the end zone. Weasley, doesn't matter.
No, they're gonna go for the field goal.
Overall. Apparently CBM, they're faking it, guaranteed. I guarantee you they fake it. Dang it.
He thinks he's Tony Romo.
It's in 36-22. Looks like it'll be the final score. They're going to squib it down the middle to ensure the win. I would love to see what Parsh thinks about the running up the score at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna go to UConn
He's
here.
probably not enthusiastic about it. Let's go to UConn. There's 1 second left, but it'll be a garbage time play. We're going to UConn or UConn first minutes.
We'll let this kind of play through, just so.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Just in case, we'll let the one play go.
All right, and that is the game. Johnny Wright with a 6-yard rush. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into UConn.
Let's go to UConn for interviews.
Respect.
All right, UConn, you had a really big comeback here in the fourth quarter. Came up just short, not getting that last onside kick. Kind of walk me through what's going on through your head.
Yeah, let's call it what it was. The first half was embarrassing. Incredibly embarrassing. That could have been the worst I've ever lost a game as a head coach in this league. And I don't know what's going on. We got it going in the second, but we got to figure it out a lot faster, right? These plays going on nonstop over and over and over again is ridiculous. We have people open. He's throwing interceptions. So I gotta figure it out as the head coach. This falls on me. To get figured out. Not my guys. My guys are calling good games. Defense put in a lot of crappy situations. Should have never been there. We got to figure it out and get going. I'm not even that upset about the last minute little rush that they had. I've done it to people. I didn't like it. Obviously happening to me. Never has. But we dropped 4 interceptions. We dropped a pick 6 there to tie the game. Now we'll figure it out. I think UConn is 2 losses to the end of the game.
All right. I do have one question. So you do have a former 5-star on your bench as a redshirt. With how George Weasley ended up performing today in the first 3 quarters, are you even considering pulling that red shirt?
I get so much. We're getting so much slander right now. Like, talk about respect. UConn is one of the most respectable programs, though. Just because you're a snake doesn't mean anything. But I'm not pulling CBM's red shirt. It's not going to happen. I'm not jeopardizing the future because CBM is the future. He's better than Weasley, yes, by a mile. But I'm not jeopardizing the future of this team for today. We'll figure it out. George is good enough to win in this league. He showed it for 3 seasons. I'm not jeopardizing the future of this team for a game.
Okay, I respect that. Bucky, do you have any questions?
Coach Beaver, you see in the first half, not a lot of things are working, but in the second half, I saw that you were going like pistol formation, ace formation, not ace, but I meant like goal line at midfield. You know what I mean? Goal line at midfield was working. Do you expect to go like with those short passes with Weasley for like? Do you think you'll implement that more at the beginning of the game, or stay with the same thing?
I mean, we're gonna go into the lab and kind of see what's gonna go on from there. I mean, my decision in that was, look, we're going 10 personnel and it's doing nothing for us. So screw it. Let's go 22 personnel. And that switched it up. You know, it's absolutely baffling to me that a 22 personnel with less talent can produce better results than our 10 personnel with our best talent out there. But as I said, that's one of those things you just got to adjust to and find out how to make work. You know, I'm not disappointed with how we played in the second half. I still think there were some things we could have done better that could have put us in a situation to actually win. There was some drives in the second half we still didn't execute. However, I can't be upset with how we executed. However, it is quite baffling and upsetting to me that our 22 personnel outplayed our 10 personnel today, and that's not acceptable.
All right, that's all from me. Rocky, got any more?
I don't have any more questions. Wish you guys luck on the rest of the season.
Yep. Good luck to you guys. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
All right, Jacksonville State. So, pretty big win there. You almost ended up inviting a comeback in the last quarter there. What's going through your minds?
I let Parker call plays on defense, and that's what we should have done.
Yeah, I stopped calling plays at halftime, and Parker almost blew the game, so saw it is.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, you guys saw it. I had the pillow out. I was taking a nap in the fourth quarter. Those guys are fucking horrible. Let's just keep it a stack. Like, Pars can't outcoach me. Never will. He's fucking horrible. He can't do his job. Weasley's trash. It was light work. Like, we were trying to run up the score. We're running fake field goals, everything. So.
Gotcha. I do have a question about that. As you're going for the running up the score, you definitely almost let them have a pick six. Kind of walk me through that
great.
one.
I mean, those are the risks you take when you're trying to run it up. When you're the best team in the league, you have the best staff, the best players. That's what you do. I mean, we're playing like bottom of the tier programs. We might as well just try to see what we got with the offense. So that's what we were doing out there.
All right, Bucky, any more questions?
Yeah, I'm all right. My questions were answered, man.
All right, thank you, gents.
Of course.
Have a good one. Good luck on the rest of the season.
Yeah. Good luck to you guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Jump back into the broadcast. All right, so that does it for our streamed game of the night. Jacksonville State with a dominant win throughout. Almost let them back in with some questionable play calls and time management, but we ended up seeing a good game at the end, and really enjoyed being in the booth with you, Bucky, again for something that's a little bit more big league instead of watching a FCS gridiron game.
Yeah. Very nostalgic being in a booth with you, man. But very, very interesting game from both sides. I'm glad JSU decided to make it at least a little interesting there at the end with the switching of the play calls and stuff. But that confident of a team, I think they're going to go far this season. As I predicted earlier, they're going to win. I think they're going to do great this season, but UConn got a lot to figure out.
Oh, for sure. All right, that's all I got tonight. Anything else you want to say to the gang?
Lake Erie is #1 in the country, and they're not getting streamed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lake Erie. That's partially on me. I'm just a little bit eepy. I got a long day tomorrow. All right, well, good luck to our.
See y'all. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Good luck to our next game. What is it? Lake Erie and Northwestern State.
Lake Erie and Northwestern State. Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for tonight. Have a good week. Have a good week for the rest of you.
See y'all.
See ya.